Howdy folks, Dr. and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are 77% done with the Apennines, or Apennines bush trip. Leg 8, penultimate leg. Let's just jump right into it. Here we go. Okie dokie, come up here, repair and refuel. Come down here, turn on some lights. There we go, make sure only one set of flaps is down. Alright, let's see here. Where are we headed in terms of direction 70? Turn around, go this way for a minute. Yeah, to that lake. And then we're going to go this way, this way, this way. We'll head down in here. So let's set, let's go pretty high. Let's set 6,000 as our initial altitude. Well, we're already at 2,000. Okay, let's do 7,000. See if that'll be good enough. Let's get our pilot set up because we can. We will use the heading bug to hold the airplane just so that we can look outside and stuff like that. We're still navigating by hand manually, so don't worry about that. Vertical speed, last time went up 1100 and got to be too much near the end, so let's do 800. Let it take time if it needs to. Alright, let's have a peek where we are. We're in the middle of a runway, plenty of runway. We do not need a back taxi. Sunrise again. Very nice. Incredible. Kind of satellite-y here because all these trees in the satellite image that did not make it into AutoGen. So that's kind of a bummer. First time we've had that. So the first 7 legs of this have been like 10 out of 10 scenery, but this area is kind of crappy. I mean, it's amazing. You know, I'm talking about relative to other stuff. It's crappy. It's still better than anything else out there right now, but relative to what we've already seen. So let's not worry about that too much. Alright, big town on the hill. That's awesome. I want to visit that place. Alrighty, let's see. Where are we going though? What are we doing? I already said 73 degrees to that lake for 2 minutes. We're not even going to set the bug for that. We're just going to hand fly over there. Then after that though, 152 degrees for 6.5 minutes. So we're going to go to Lago Pietra de Pertusillo, or Io. It's not Spanish, it's Italian, but whatever. Immediately to the east of the airport. Yep, we know that. We can tell that. Did I go the wrong way? Where am I going? I'm going 150 degrees. Then after that, we're going to turn. We're going to a course southeast. First following a dirt road that winds into the region's highlands toward the east, and then tracking to the east of a series of peaks to the right. The town of Episcopia lies ahead at the juncture of the river Sini and a dirt road. 152 degrees. Though that's going to be interesting. So we're going to go to the lake, and then we're going to look for a dirt road that goes to the highlands, and that's when we'll set our 152. Does that make sense? Because if we are here we do 152, we'll go like this. If we're here and we go 152, we'll go like this. See the difference? So we need to pay attention to that. Okay? And then we'll set our timer, and then we'll turn to that heading. Look for a dirt road, and then 152. Okay. Cannot use this timer. I don't know how to access it. If you know how, leave it in the comments. But I recorded this a couple months ago by the time you see it. So just, you can tell me for next time. So we will use the timer on my phone like usual, because the timer here resets when you close this thing. We could minimize it, but I don't like it being there, so there you go. Let's do some landing lights too. Alrighty, let's push the parking brake button a few times because it never seems to want to cooperate, and let's get going here. And away we go. And parking, what? Okay, whatever. If you don't push the parking brake, it's engaged. If you do push it, it's engaged. If you push it a couple times, it's engaged, so whatever. And why are we going left? I mean, we should be torquing. In real life, you'd torque too, but now it's pretty crazy. Does not help with touchy pedals, rudder pedals. Real life pilots say, actually stop the brake, stop the wheels, flaps coming in. They say that rudder pedals in Flight Sim are always touchy no matter what sensitivity or settings you use. It's just the way it is. So anyway, let's fly by this town while we go to the lake because I want to see it. Let's set heading, or let's set barometer too. There we go. I want to see your town. I like how we're flying a couple 100 feet above ground level, but we're still below the city. That's so cool. Can you imagine what they get to see? Their view, look at their view of the lake. They get a sunrise view over the lake here. That's ridiculous. You guys, man, you're lucky. Yeah, look at you. That auto gen is very flight simmy looking too, isn't it? Weird. Okie dokie, let's head over to the lake now, and then when we look for a dirt road, we will know that is our time to turn to the south, and we'll just engage autopilot immediately when we find our dirt road. But otherwise, let's see here. Okay, there's our lake. Do we see a dirt road? Let's use this outside circle cam here. Just good can. Let's see. I don't see a dirt road leading to the highlands. There it is. I assume that's it. I assume that's it, but you know what happens when you assume. Or do you? Maybe you don't. Maybe people don't say that anymore. Alrighty, time to start my timer here. I'm still hand flying just because it's fun, and I want to line up with this road. I thought I saw a road leading to the highlands, didn't I? No, maybe not. I thought that was a dirt road. Whatever, we'll head in this general direction anyway. Oh, we overshot anyway. Okay. Maybe it's that one. Maybe it's that one. Or maybe it's over here at the end. We're at 152 now. Maybe it's over here and we did it too soon. See what I was saying? Depending when you turn on your heading will make all the difference in the world. Well, now I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is just head this way. I mean, 152 is actually over there a little bit. But I don't see a road yet. Well, there's a road here. I don't know. Let's just climb. I'm not using autopilot yet. Let's just climb and head in this general direction. Because what are we looking for anyway? We're looking for a town. There's a river and a dirt road. And there's a town there. So let's come down here. And it is 7 minutes out. So there's a river here and there's a river here. If we stick on our heading and go 6.5 minutes out, I guess we'll see where we end up. And we'll look for a dirt road on either that river or that river. And we'll see what happens. I'm not quite ready to engage autopilot yet though because of this mountain. And I want to make sure we clear it. I mean, there's lots of dirt roads. But there seem to be only 2 rivers. There's a dirt road there. Maybe it's that one. See how it goes up here. Maybe it's that one. Because if we would have gone all the way to the end of the lake and turned this heading, see, we'd be where the pointer is. We'd be alongside the mountain. So that could have been our problem. It doesn't say. This says first following the dirt road. It doesn't say where within the lake the dirt road departs. So we're just going to do it this way. The turtle way. I mean, see, there's a dirt road here. There's a dirt road. No, that's not dirt. I don't know. Still fun. Doesn't matter that we're confused. It's still fun. Alrighty, so let's slowly make our way to the heading while we keep our climb here. And try not to get too close to the mountains. We want to be about 1,000 feet above our terrain. We'll use this camera, which I don't mind, except the HUD drives me crazy. Cannot turn off the HUD in Bush Trip. So, we have to deal with it. I do turn the HUD off when I do free flight, though. Alrighty. Are we ready to engage autopilot? I think we can safely engage autopilot. Such a smooth handoff, you couldn't even tell. Look at that. Alrighty, this is going to get us to, I don't know, either here or here. We're already halfway through on the timer, though, so I don't know where this is going to dump us. So let's just keep flying this heading, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Alright, we're coming up on our town, which is right under the left wheel. Actually, above the left wheel. There it is. Now it's under the right wing. There's our town that we're looking for. So we're pretty close to being on target. Not too far off. Let's just enjoy the scenery together while we're flying around here in the mountains. How cool is that? Another town there. Okie dokie, let's see. What are we going to do next? Next we do what? Where were we? I'm trying to remember. Let's see here. Head. Let's see, where were we? I can't remember where we were. There we go. Lago di Tarsia. Maintain your heading, picking up and following the river, which flows south, and then motorway 2. Alrighty, and then head in a southeasterly direction, passing over the village, and then continue over Forest Highlands to Lago di Cecita, a reservoir formed by damming of the river Muconi. Alrighty, we kind of overflew what we were doing, because again, I was out sightseeing, so let's quickly turn 146 degrees. We're going to maintain heading to the southeast and eventually pick up a paved road leading to the town of San Servino. And we're going to do that for just 2 minutes. So we're probably already past it, given that I've been just flying in the same direction for who knows how long. There's the lake thing there. Yeah, we're probably past it. It's probably over there somewhere. So those of you who know where it is, I apologize that I've messed up where we're going, but I got a little carried away here. So let's see what will be next. Where's my button? There it is. Alright, so after San, where are you? Going to go to Castrovillari. From San Servino, fly out across a wide plain and then up to a small range of forested peaks, 161 degrees by the way. Maintaining the straight heading between the two high prominent mountains, Sierra de Prete and Montpellino. The village of Castrovillari lies just ahead. Two prominent peaks. Let's hop outside here. Okay. Maybe we didn't mess up. Maybe we're good. We're not high enough to clear them, so we're going to have to do something about that once we get there. Maybe I'll hand fly around them, perhaps. What is after this then? Because we're going to go between the peaks, and then we're going to look for the village. And then 159 Lago di Tarsia. Maintain your heading, picking up and following the river, which is probably here. Right, so I'm guessing we're going between these two mountains right here. Then we're going to pick up this river. That's what I'm guessing. And the lago would be a lake. Forested Highlands. What was that noise? To Lago di Cecita. No, oh my gosh, I'm so distracted by the mountains. Follow the motorway until Lago di Tarisa comes into view. Holy cow, I am struggling with words today for no reason. Apparently, I just don't want to run into these mountains. We're going to have to do something about that very, very soon. Let me just give me a second here, see if I can find this lake on the map. I don't know, there's a lake down there somewhere. But first we got to get through these mountains. So we're going to get through these mountains and then we'll figure out where in the world we're going. Alrighty, we could do the heading bug or we could hand fly. Maybe we'll do the heading bug. Oops, wrong way, wrong way. Turn, start turning now, please. So we're going to do this and then we're going to catch that river. The first town is just before that river, which I just saw a glimpse of the river out the window a second ago. And then we'll follow the river till we get to the reservoir. A little bit more, there we go. Dangerous way to do this, folks. And I just read on the Flight Simulator Facebook page, the official one, that they reduced the vegetation in Italy because people were complaining about it. So look at this. The trees obviously go up to here, but that's just satellite. They did not put that in with Autogen. They told Autogen not to do it. See that? There's billions of trees missing. But apparently people complain that the trees are too thick, so they reduced it. It's the server side, so nothing we can do about it. There's a house right there. That's funny. Maybe let's hop outside. So we went through here. Now we're going to try to pick up this river, which I think I saw over here a moment ago. But then this is probably the town here, right? There's the town, then we'll follow the river to the reservoir. Well, let's just have a peek here at how this goes. Because look at that. We made it. We made it look easy. I'm disappointed that there's no auto-gen trees there. It's all satellite trees. But you know what? At least there's satellite trees. At least. Right? In fact, when I used to fly FSX back in the day, I would actually turn off all auto-gen and let the default mesh take care of it because it looks so much better. So that's what this reminds me of. All the trees are there in satellite view, but not in auto-gen. And there's a road down there with cars stuck in the satellite view. Look at that traffic. Look at all that backup traffic. And then the trees in the middle. That is so crazy. Alright, there's our town. Let's hop inside, and we're going to actually use the GPS to tell us where this river is. I guess we're not quite there yet. When we get to the river, we'll follow it to Lago de Tarsia, which is about 7 minutes out, it says. 159 degrees. We'll see if that's true. So let's make our turn here in just a moment. Ooh, look at that beautiful landscape. Wow. And more beautiful landscape there. More houses on hills. Okay, big deep breath. Let's start turning. Let's turn to 139 and see if that is actually going to be what we need. We'll see here. 139, that might be too much, but that's what it told us to do. So that's what we're going to do. Very cool. And there's the river starting. Perfect. Okie dokie. We're going to follow this now for 6 minutes or so. Let me start the timer on my phone, and we will get to the Lago de Tarsia. I will see you there. Actually, you know, maybe we can come down a little bit because we got some clouds in the way. Yeah, let's come down a little bit. Just because I don't want to run into icing issues. Let's go down to 5,000. And we'll vertical speed nose down. Easy 400, 500 feet per minute. Bring back throttles just a little bit so we don't overspeed. And fix the barometer. There we go. Okie dokie. I will see you at the lake. Simple as that. Alright, there's our lake off to the right. I guess we missed it a little bit. A little bit overshooting, so let's course correct here so that we can not get too far off on the next section here. A little more course correction than that. Holy cow, we got way off. There we go. Let's head for the lake. Alrighty, what are we doing on altitude? Oh, we just hit 5,000. Perfect. Okay, there is terrain ahead of us. We need to be careful. We might need to climb again depending where we're going, but it depends where we're going. Largo de Tarsia, and then we're going to go 140 degrees when we get there to Lago. Did I keep saying Largo? Lago de Sisita. Head in a southeasterly direction, passing over the village of Acre. Then continue over Forces Highlands to Lago de Sisita, a reservoir formed by the damming of the river Mukoni. Alright, so 140 degrees is way over here. So the 9 minutes away, 8 minutes away? 8 minutes away. There's another one? Here maybe? Yeah, that could be 8 minutes. Yeah, okay, so we better climb again, because we're going that way. So back up we go. I don't know why I thought it'd be smart to come down already, but let's do 7,500. Vertical speed nose this thing up. I said vertical speed nose this thing up. There we go. Let's 900 feet per minute if it'll let us. And start climbing. Oh my goodness. And then we'll go to the next lake. De Sisita. But let's look outside first. Look at this lake. There we go. Looks like a stomach. A lot of lakes in the mountains look like stomachs, I've noticed. That's kind of funny. Alrighty, let's pop back in here. And as soon as we get over the center of it, we will make our turn. 140 degrees, did it say? It said 140 degrees for 8 minutes. Alright, we're about over the middle of it. Let's do 140 degrees, which is quite a ways this way, yet not too much. And there we go. Okay, that's definitely this lake down here, because look at, definitely that lake. Okie dokie. I'm trying to decide how far out to zoom this thing to see where we're going. Let's stay with this. Okie dokie. After that, we're gonna turn back south more, and then east, and then eastish. Okay, cool. Lots of sightseeing for you. Well, I don't know. Lots of time in between. We'll see what sightseeing I give you, but I just gotta be careful because we're still slowing down. Oh boy, let's nose down a little bit. And we're getting some train turbulence. Hopefully we'll make it. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we picked a good altitude because we have some more highlands ahead of us. I think we'll clear them. We're almost at the lake. It's just under the nose. You can't quite see it. I actually just lifted my head up to look over the nose. How funny is that? We're headed to the south more, I believe. So I'm not terribly worried about this terrain here. We will turn once we get to the lake. We're a little bit behind time, though, because of the climb. But anyway, we're going to head over there in just a moment. There's another lake it just said, Lago Arvo, I think it said, which is probably going to be that one, I'm guessing, based on doing this a lot. So let's read about it. When we get over that lake, Lago de Sisita, we're going to go to Lago Arvo. Yep, 173 degrees. Yep. Then we're going to go to the next one. Yep, which was that other one we just saw because it's 3 minutes away. So fly due south over a large forest, which is supposed to be right here, until Lago Arvo, a large reservoir. To the southeast of Lago Arvo, just past over the prominent peak Montenero, lies along the reservoir Lago Ampolino. And then right after that, there's airport. So 2 more lagos, and then the airport. Franca Airfield. A dirt strip. Hopefully we can find it. Hopefully we can find it. Lima Indigo Sierra Golf. So we're about to make our turn. We're going to go to that one, and then right there should be an airport somewhere. Hopefully it pops into view relatively soon. And we can probably make a turn now. So was it 173, did it say? Yes, how did I remember that? My brain is perky today. 173. Whoops. 135. Okay, it's jumping around a little bit behind. Alright, cool. Let me go to Lago Arvo. Actually, you know what? Let's use this map, which we normally don't do, but let's use it. We're going to go there, go here, and then where's our airport? Boom, right there, right? Sierra Golf? Sierra Golf, so it's right next to the lake, obviously. So hopefully once we get closer, it'll actually show up on the GPS. I'm not terribly worried. But anyway, a couple lakes in the airport. I'll see when it's time to land. I just thought about elevation or altitude here. We'll stay at this altitude, and if we have to, when and if we have to corkscrew, we'll do it. All right, see when it's time to land. And there's our next lake there, so we're going to make a turn in a moment to the final lake and then the airport, which will be coming up quickly, very quickly, because there it is. Let's zoom this in one more to see how fast we're actually moving, and then we got to figure out our elevation because we're in the middle of all these hills and things, and it doesn't really look like the airport's in a valley or anything, so it's going to be kind of interesting, kind of confusing, but I think we can figure this out together. Dirt strip in the woods, top of a hill. Okie dokie. When we get the airplane right there, we'll turn there, and then we'll look for this airport. I know I said I wouldn't start talking again until it's time to land, but this could get pretty interesting, so I want to make sure we're together for this. Checking out the resorts on the water, checking out the severely reduced vegetation. Look at all this. It's in the satellite imagery. Look at all this. There's some autogen here, but then it stops again. There's some here. Okay, well, I guess a lot of people complained that there was too much vegetation, so they made changes. Not exactly sure who was complaining, but that's what the Facebook post said. So, okay, it looks like I'm gonna come down here, and then the airport is right off of that. Oh, this is going to be interesting, folks. So we might actually hand fly this in now. Okie dokie. Well, let's do that. Let's hand fly this in. Which means you get to listen to me talk even more because I'll talk about what I'm doing here. So, let's see. Let's go this way. And head down in here. Thing is, I don't know. Wait a second. Is the airport up here? Wait a minute. Let's keep those throttles going here. Hang on a second. Where is this airport? Okay, so it turns to the right, and then before it goes to the left is the airport. So if we look out the window, hang on. Well, we can use this view since we have it. It goes like this, and then crooks. Oh, there it is. I think I see it right there. Okay, this is going to be fun. All right, well, let's fly over there, get comfortable in my chair. So my microphone is going to be loud because I'm leaning back in my chair like a lazy boy. Time to get serious now. We have a plane to land. Yeah, that has to be the airport. It's a pretty obvious bright dirt strip. Okie dokie. I think we can handle it. Let's look out the side windows a little bit and enjoy the mountains in the far distance. And look over here where we've been. Actually, we were back there. Cool. And look ahead. And don't lose sight of the airport. Okay, yeah, there's a town. There's right behind the town. Okay. Yep. That has to be it. That's what we're going to aim for. I think the approach is simply going to be come off the side of the water here. Sorry, I moved my microphone even more. And then we'll land. You have to look at the end of the runway, not the hillside. We're going to smash into it because see how there's a big hill here. Whenever things are on a hill or a cliff, it's really easy to smack into the side of the whatchamacallit, hill. Alright, let's slow this thing way down. We're getting really fast because I was enjoying the scenery. Man, awesome, awesome. Alright, here we go. Let's give ourselves some more time. Looks like we're going to land uphill, which is good. But we still got to slow way down. I need to be in flap rings when we come over this water. So let's go like this. And we're going to probably have to nose up to land, which will slow us way down, which is fantastic. Where did it go? Okay, here we go. Do not hit that hill. Yet land on the runway. A little more challenging than it looks to do accurately and realistically and not crash your plane, because if you crash your plane, you got to redo the leg. So it's a little more challenging than if we were doing this in free flight. I am below the airport, but that's because I want to bleed off speed and get these flaps out very quickly. We're going to go full flap on this one. That will slow us down. We won't use the flaps as brakes, but it is going to slow us down. There's first flap. And second flap, we should float. And slow down before we get full flap out here. Alrighty, aim for the end of the runway, full flap. We do need a little bit of throttle here just to get us up to it. Controlling our speed. Not hitting that hill. And an uphill landing, very, very, very difficult. I don't know where the runway went because I'm too low. That's a bummer, but we'll figure this out here. Make sure we're over it before we touch down. There we go. Okay, cool. And soften the blow as much as we can. Oof. And land. And on the brakes. There we go. We didn't actually bounce. Nice. There we go. And where's my save icon? Don't I get a save icon? There it is. Freak me out. Alrighty, that's been ultimate leg, which means the next leg is final leg. If you subscribe, you can see when the final leg is loaded up to the YouTube machine thing, and you can check it out. I'll see you then.